Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. SOEV goes on steady. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. SOEV goes on steady. Just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We ain't done now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We ain't done now. In the zone, touchdown like a...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we are in the crack of dawn, man. If you with me right now, I understand your pain. And if you just waking up, you just wiping the cold out your eye, your breath still a little stink. Good morning. Top of the morning to you too, man. I would like to definitely, I would definitely like to welcome you all, you, and especially you, to this early morning hustlers edition of Live with Thomas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got some stuff to talk about. Even at this hour, some stuff come to my attention. But I got to start this broadcast off like I always started off, and I got to start it off with gratitude. Gratitude to the 45 people who decided to back my campaign. This average Joe thing that we are at the halfway mark. We on day 15. I know it says 14. But it's early, man. It's early. I didn't feel like messing with Adobe, but it's day 15. We halfway there. And thank you to all 45 of you who decided to back the campaign, to get behind me and say, yo, Thomas, man, I believe in you. It's all love. It's all respect to you. So we're going to keep things rolling in this early morning edition, baby. Okay, moving on. What is next? We have some stretch goals that are there at 3,500 diggity. Same old game. I mean, it might be new to somebody. But we got 3 number ones from the boys at Concrete Comics. At 3,500, you will get the digital copy of this Acolyte joint. And Acolyte's blurb reads as such. Acolyte issue 1 is Son of a Supreme. It's 28 full pages. 28 pages, pretty BC book, right? In a galaxy far from his own, Dimitri Price finds himself face to face with destiny. He must accept his legacy and embrace a power he never knew. In order to protect the people he loves, does Dimitri have the courage to become Acolyte, the Acolyte, guardian of the cosmos? We'll find out at 3,500. They also have that Absolver number 1. Okay, Absolver is a 22-page book. It has some mature content. So don't let your kids be reading the Absolver joint. All right. But it's a 22-page book, and it's appearing on the gloomy streets of Caesar City. The wraith known as Absolver returns with no memory of his past. With his god Leah, Absolver will learn his purpose. But he is not the only thing that has returned. Something far more sinister has made its way past the gates of hell. As their fates collide, is Caesar City ready for the wraith of vengeance? We shall soon find out. And there's the Odina joint, all right, by Onaji Rouse. That's coming at 3,500. We find our titular heroine in her Omni Strike team facing Felix Rowe, a man whose powers have grown exponentially with the fires of their battle barely cooled. Odina and her team learn that Felix Rowe is just the tip of the deepening mystery. Can Odina trust the mysterious stranger with one too many answers? And who is this enigmatic and deadly Lady Ty? All at 3,500 once we reach that part. And when we get there, man. Some cool titles to be added, man. And if you have no idea, if you're like The Rock, if you have no idea what's been going on, some stuff is already unlocked, man. Some stuff is already unlocked. So this is what the physical backers can expect, man. We got the Average Joe number 1 joint, Average Joe number 2 joint. We have the variant cover, Brian Silverback, which is crazy. We have the 11x14 Ravage the Savage. We have the comic strip with Blue Marvel. It's so early. Blue Marvel and General Justice, and of course the 8x10 Average Joe and Tanra. We got Jason Hare, Jamel Lessie, T in the Uncage. So much stuff going. So when you do have the opportunity, the links are in the chat, man. Check those out. Get your hands on that stuff as soon as you possibly can, man. Let's take a look at this variant cover, though. Let's just look, because this, like, I thought this was amazing. I'm gonna say that for one last time, but I thought that was amazing. And yeah. So definitely get your hands on this stuff when you get the chance. A lot of hard work, a lot of great talented dudes been put on this thing, man. So get it while it's hot. All right. Now, so a couple things, even at this hour, a couple things came to my attention, a couple interesting things that I want to let you guys know. And we're going to get into that after a word from our sponsor. Today's live stream is sponsored by Vivid Panel. They've got timeless stories with awesome gear to match. You can get the best quality at affordable prices at vivpanel.com. Yes, sir. And we got a new tier. We got a new tier popping right now, man. So you ever say, man, I wish I could create my own superhero. I like that average Joe stuff. I wish I could put a villain in there and have him be part of the story. Well, guess what? Your time has come, ladies and gentlemen. You can create your own average Joe hero or villain and have them added to the follow-up issue. So I'm planning on writing 10 of these joints. That's my plan. But you can definitely have your own hero or villain added to this average Joe world at your leisure. All right. So that's part of the campaign. We still got 15 days left, man. So there are only 6 slots, 3 heroes and 3 villains. So get it while you can, get in there and get added to this great series and make it even more interesting than it is, man. But let's move on. So believe it or not, I didn't think it would happen, but the movies are coming back as soon as 5 days from now. Movie theaters will reopen August 20th with your health and safety in mind. AMC is taking the leap. I respect the bold move by AMC to get these theaters open, man. I'm still a little weary. I'm not going to front. Personally, I'm still a little weary, but I didn't even think it was going to happen anytime soon this year. But AMC is going with it, man, and they're taking the precautions to keep people safe while they do it. So you can expect reduced auditorium capacities, which means like they're going to be at 30% capacity or less. But I mean, rightfully so, right? I mean, so you're going to be sitting in a kind of an empty theater, like if you went to go see a trash movie and nobody's in there, or like the real late night show. So yeah, but you will be able to go back to the movies. They're going to keep social distancing in mind. So a lot of the seats will not be able to be occupied. So that's masks are required. You're going to be required to wear a mask unless you're partaking in food and drink. But the movie theaters are opening. I did not believe that was going to be a thing, but it's definitely opening. So and they're gonna have 15-cent tickets too. So I mean, they're really pulling out all the stops to get people back into the movie theaters, man. So I just hope that's a pleasant experience and everybody remains safe while that happens. August 20th, you will probably be able to get into your local AMC and check out a film, which is great. Moving on. So DC Fandom. So on the 20th, the movie theaters are opening. On the 22nd, DC Fandom is popping off. And they got some very interesting panels going down, man. So you can sign up at DC Fandom and check out these panels. But I found a couple that were of note that I thought were cool. So they got the Wonder Woman 1984 panel. That's going to be August 22nd at 1 p.m. So this is going down on August 22nd at 1 p.m. All right. So you're going to have Gal Gadot. She's going to be there. Chris Pine, Christian Wing, Pedro Pascal. They're all going to be there for the panel. And we could probably learn some new stuff about what Wonder Woman 84. So I think that panel's pretty good. That's August 22nd at 1 p.m. Sign up at DC Fandom and be part of this, man. You might learn some new stuff. All right. Suicide Squad. That's going to be at 3 p.m. on August 27th. And they're going to have pretty much well, first off, James Gunn is going to take all of the fans' questions, so you'll be able to learn about some Suicide Squad. Ask any question that you want to ask about Suicide Squad, which I think is dope. And they say here that he's gonna bring out Task Force X for a fast-paced, no-holds-barred squad showdown that tests every team member's squad knowledge. So I think that's kind of dope as well. So that's a panel to check out on the 22nd. Another one for all my Bat fans, man. For all my Batman fans, man. Legacy of the Bat panel is at 4:10 on August 22nd. Okay, so calling all Batman fans, don't miss this discussion on a wide scope of the Batman universe, including the Batman family of characters, key talent from the comics, TV games, TV and games will provide insight into the world of the Cape Crusader. This is a 15-minute joint. So that's a cool one for all my Batman fans. And Jim Lee himself will be reviewing portfolios of DC super villain fan art. So I think to hear from Jim Lee himself what he thinks of people's fan art is going to be pretty cool. So that's at 4:50 on August 22nd. That's another panel. So you got to get the DC fandom and really check this stuff out, man. Snyder cut of Justice League at 5:45 on August 22nd. So Zack Snyder is going to answer some questions about Justice League and his cut. So I mean, that's another one that I thought was really cool and should be checked out. And last but not least, Black Adam is having a panel at 6:10. So we're going to talk to Dwayne Johnson and question him about his Black Adam movie, which I'm looking forward to as well, man. So that is what's going down within the next few days, man. All right, so sun is finally coming up at the crack of dawn. I gotta get moving. I gotta keep it pushing. So I like to thank everybody for checking out this episode of Live with Thomas. And I will be back tomorrow, man. If you want to back the Kickstarter link is in the chat. If you want to cop a little gear, the website is in the chat. And I am done. I am gone. Yeah, have a good one, man.